first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. So, football season is going to be upon us, and some people will be inside, and some people will be outside. Depends on where you're going to watch the game at. So, I haven't even decided for myself, to truth. Chances are, I don't even know, to tell you the truth. I haven't decided what screen yet. But anyway, we got a customer. Thank you so much for the visit. It's going to do the backyard screen that we have in the backyard. And we're going to do maybe a 150-inch screen, but seeing the giant screen, if you got the room for it, might as well put one in. We're going to be doing a pre-coated 200-inch screen for him. So I got to thinking that, and you made a good statement we were talking about, even if somebody wants a 200 screen, they might not have the room to paint a 200-inch screen. We have the room to paint a 200-inch screen, 180-inch screen with no problem. So I'm doing a 200-inch screen for a customer, and you'll see an actual real 200-inch screen. But they're doing it for a customer, and we're going to have it up on display before we fold it up and ship it out. Check it out. So what he was explaining was that he has the room for a 250-inch screen, not the room to paint the 200-inch screen, which is actually, yeah, I can understand that. Some people have a lot of room. They might not have an area to actually dedicated to paint a screen that size. So, mind, this is a screen. We do the fabric screens. They require 2 coats to make sure the screen dries evenly, and then after that, the screen to absorb paint as much as possible, and then our application, which again, you would need a big area to put it at. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do the Colossals. We're going to do a pre-coat screen, one at 180-inch, one at 200-inch. Because again, people like to have that massive giant screen. These are for backyards, mind you, for backyard displays or outdoors displays. This is not something for inside the house. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to be coating anywhere from 180 to 200-inch screen, and this is where the customer can come in. We're doing some free LED lights. Let me contact the customer back and throw some free LED lights in for him on top of that, because we're going to do it on here too. So we'll do some free outdoor weatherproof lights, and then that way you can have a surface that's already pre-coated, string it up, and be done. And it takes the guesswork out of it, because trying to find a screen size of that caliber is a pretty big size. And I got a 250 in my backyard. So, like too, installing it, we had a screen test we've had for quite some time. I've actually done a lot of business with that company, and we've got screens that sit outside in all seasons, in the winter, the snow, the sleet, and all of it. And the product, like I said, we can go out there and show you, doesn't crack or peel. So, with that being said, we are going to have pre-coated screens. He wants this in time for Super Bowl, or he's going to have wait before Super Bowl, but he wants me to watch the games and stuff like that. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be displaying our screen out there, displaying other people's screens out there that we're just going to paint and set up so they can see how their product is going to look before they get it. Now, your screen will have great big old giant batch number right on the side of it. Yes, sirree. We'll have a batch number on the side of it, so you can go and check out the video next to it. So if I'm thinking about going in the back, I want to go in the backyard today and cut the grass, but nah, sun's already up and I ain't trying to get baked. So I want to do it tomorrow, because I'll be up early tomorrow morning before the sun gets up and start trimming the grass. Well, the sun has to be, so I can see what I'm doing. But yeah, trim the grass tomorrow, and we'll start doing some demonstrations on the 250 in the back. We got the zappers out there, so there's no excuse. Mr. Bird just needs to get out there and do some demonstrations, because we want to start advertising more on these pre-coated. See, I told you the projects that we had that come up is like crazy. We're still going to be doing today the digital one. That's definitely going to happen today. We're definitely going to do them. If God, all our stuff comes in, we're blessed to have all our stuff comes in. That's definitely being done today. So we got a screen set up for there downstairs. We have another certified demonstration to be done on this one. This is for the form site. So we got our certifieds right here to show our technology, which is a 44 professional. And now we have we're going to do an order for a customer of a 200-inch screen. Now, I don't know if beating it. It is what it is. People are lying about their screen sizes. You'll see what a 200-inch screen actually looks like That's a 150-inch screen in the demonstration. It's 150-inch. That's the size of the screen. You know, that's the individual. Yeah. The individual was painting a 200-inch screen. You know how big the screen is? So no, he was not painting in a actual 200-inch screen. Sorry, my screen. Imagine the screen we have downstairs. That's 88 inches, right? 50 inches is smaller than that, and that's how much you would take away from a 250 screen in the back, or you would still have quite a large screen back there. So no, not going to happen. But we'll show you what it looks like. I've done 200-inch screens before. So we're going to order his screen. We're going to coat it down in the basement. At least I got to do a half and half. 250s, we got to do half and half on. And that way the customer, if he wants him to have a giant black OLED screen in his backyard, he can have that in his backyard. It'll already be pre-coated and no work involved. We're calling those the Colossos. Fire stick. I'm gonna figure out which this one. I knew I had an extra fire stick in the house somewhere. I know we had an extra fire stick. I knew we had extra money. I was like, where in the world we got all these remote controls? One of these, I have to go to an extra fire stick in the house. But I get a lot of good ideas from my customers. Here, people paint their screens in, and the 100 ounces does up to a 250-inch screen. Now, the issue you have here is the surface. What are you going to paint it on at 250 to 200 inches to 180? Also, too, where are you going to paint it at? It's a big screen to paint. So it'd be nice. When he asked me, he said, "Well, look, I'm not going to tell you what the business deal was, but at the end of the day, if you could paint it for me," I said, "No problem. I can knock it out downstairs in no time at all. We'll have it painted, no problem." So that's not a bad idea. We're doing some pre-coat screens that size. That would be a fantastic screen when the Super Bowl starts. You can have a nice little Super Bowl party in the back. Can you imagine your bragging rights at the office? You know, your rival comes in and says, "Well, you know, I've got this 90-inch TV," and you're like, "That's interesting. Well, my party's going to be outside, and my screen's 250 inches. Do you have any idea what a football game looks like on a 250-inch screen?" Yeah, I'll show you tomorrow. It is huge. Which, if the weather's good, I don't care if it's cold or not. I think I'm gonna bring my crew over. We're gonna bundle up and go outside and watch the game on 250. We got screens throughout the entire house. So if they want to go outside and go outside, whatever, I don't care where they go. I'm gonna bring about 4 or 5 of my friends up. They'll all be tested before they come through. Everybody has to be tested before coming through. But they can pick what screen they want. We got fire sticks throughout the entire house. Just pick a screen, and I'm going to be outside watching the game, all huddled up, bundled in. So let's see what fire stick this goes to. Is it this one? Oh, it is this one. I was wondering where this one went to. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. An extra fire stick. Yeah. I got fire sticks laying around. I don't even know what they go through half the time. I was just working, cleaning up the theater room, getting ready to start doing some wire management, getting my chairs up there, get my acoustic screen. Oh, I forgot we got to do the acoustic work on that too today. I got to move all this out of the way and do that. And that's going to be a job right there. But I need to get rid of that sound bar. It's driving me nuts on the floor. I was going to build a kind of I'm still going to build a shelf system here. I come through the screen. Oh, or over here on the technology here. You know, it's interesting. I come in here, we have this conversation about these new giant screens we want to do. And the entire time we're having this conversation, you're watching a 44 black pull up in a fully lit environment and look absolutely amazing as we have this conversation. And some people say they don't realize that you're doing this demonstration while you're showing up a screen in a fully lit environment. I think I'm going to put my sample on. So, where did he go? Where did Mr. Francis go? Francis was out there for a while. You didn't have to go. I'll put a cat bed out there for him.
Line in.
We
need menopause to do it.
We're starting this already. We definitely have to get some commercial free. beautiful world of birds. So what these two controllers go to. Gotta do some research and figure out what's going on with the rest of my stuff. So I like to bring my stand back because I do not like to be sitting right up on top of the screen. We got a lot of projects going on here. Taco. So we got a lot of projects going on. We have the acoustic mesh screens we're coming out with, which I'm getting upstairs in my theater. We have now the Colossals, giant screens. It would be fantastic for Super Bowl parties. And let's see what else we're working on. We got Taco's collection. We got the Scarlet Samurai, Extreme Samurai. Can't wait to design that. The labels for that will be beautiful. And we have Taco's Golden Tacos Crop Paint. We have the Infinity Blue, and we have Thunder Shamrock, which I can't wait. It's going to be the fun collection. Already set the search and optimized everything for it, so it pops up just like that. And also, too, in the works, I've got a couple very interesting. Well, I got a few interesting contracts, but I got one that's actually really, really interesting. Now, as I told you before, people do not sign contracts with you unless they can test the product themselves. Nobody in their right mind is going to sign a 1 year or 10 year or whatever contract unless they test the product out. It's not crazy because I wouldn't do it myself. So we have a fellow, I'm not going to mention nobody's name, we're just keeping this quiet, but he's ordered quite a lot from us. So got to talking and working on a few projects together and some other things that involve contracts. But other than that, we don't like to talk too much about those big deals. Those are the ones we like to keep nice and quiet for a while. Then we'll show it off once it's full bloom. But right now, everything is the negotiations, filling each other out, see how we want to work together, and how this is going to basically benefit the both of us, which I think quite well. Now we have one contract with another company. They actually are starting their business with our company, and they have an agreement with the company free in return for advertising for us, which we need advertising, would be nice. What we got on here? So just talking about some of the many things that we're blessed. God is blessing us to be able to have. God is always good, always taking care of us. The whole main goal is to get advertising for the company as much as possible offline. That's why I can't wait to get our two storefronts. Oh man, I want something with huge, massive bay windows so we can advertise our invisible technology. So we're going to be using for the coating for the Colossals, we're using the Extreme Black Widow. This is what I have outside right now. There was a Titan, but we actually converted it to an Extreme 39 Black Widow, 39 Extreme Black Widow. we're gonna do it. Let me see. I'm about to bake me a cake. I've been dying for some baked cake. But anyway, so we're gonna throw in a set of LED lights with the kit and free shipping. So mind you, this is a technology, as I said before, 39s. That's what I got on top of my ceiling right now, which I can display whatever I want up there. And these screens are absolutely incredible outside, which we'll be having that showcase tomorrow. We'll do some demonstrations on that technology tomorrow outside once I cut the speaker system out and all that stuff. I'll do a little gaming out there, with the zappers. I'll have some fun. And this screen has been already pre-coded. No involved. We'll do all work for you. So I do a process of a 180 screen to 200 inch screen, so we can have that on the website, so you can see how your screen is processed. Now, if you choose you want to do the screen yourself, hey, you have the option there. Just like these pre-coat screens we have, you have some customers at the end of the day, they just don't want to paint the screen. I can understand that. I didn't want to paint the screen when I did the upstairs, and I developed the stuff. I decided to design my own screen for upstairs because I really didn't want to put the 39 in. I just got finished doing the whole entire downstairs in black, upstairs in black. So that's where the absolute black came in. Make it easier for myself. So as you can see by the demonstrations we did with the absolute black on a dedicated theater room setup, whether it be dedicated, whether it be downstairs, you have it any place else, that again, gray screens, white screens, certifieds do not pick up on that technology. The majority of all screens, if not all of them, outside are white screens, and white screens are absolutely horrible for outside displays. So are the gray ones. Gray screens don't pick up for jack outside. That's why we're advising you when we design the digital one, keep in mind it has limitations. You will not be able to do what this technology used to do. Taking it outside, you can use it. But I'm going to show you side by side that product, side by side, black screen outside, no contest. Guys watch this. I'm gonna go bake a cake. That's weird. Over here, our cigarettes have a tank.
My mom always wanted to take me to England.
4 minutes. Come on, man. Man. What the heck is he doing on the street? That was such a long trip. You have to go with all this now. Now, once we get backyard trimmed up, set our speakers up, running cables and wires through. When we're back on the giant master 250, so we need that for our demonstration. I don't know if I'm gonna add 250 to this. 250 is not that hard to pay attention to. I can knock a 250 out pretty easy. I gotta think about that when we're gonna add 250 to the list. Right now it's gonna be 180 to 180 inches. That's what we're gonna do. But I don't know if I'm gonna do a 250 yet. 250's work. 180, 190, I can knock that out down in the basement, no time at all. Drop 2 cokes on it, let it dry. Or I gotta pick up 4 fans. Definitely, so I can dry it faster. All right, this is gonna be fun. Let's do some gaming tomorrow on 250 inches outside. And I know we did a 250 inch challenge. We all know about that one. Let's not kick up dust on that one. It is what it is. Gray screen can't maintain at 200 inches. Ooh, forgot about that. At 250, we could drop 180 right over top of it side by side because the screen's that big. Customer was freaking jaw dropped it all when he saw that screen. I showed him the videos. Man, how big that is. Wide and 11 feet high. That screen is huge. He was like, okay, I don't want 150 inch. I want a 200 inch screen. I didn't want a projector. Had to go back. How big? You know. Like possible if you could do it. And I was like, yeah, I can do it, no problem. So then I thought to myself, we ought to do 3 coats at that size. Now, I would advise you before you order one of these giant monster screens that you basically go to Projector Central. I'll show you how to do it. We'll post the link at the bottom, and go to Projector Central and type in your projector and put in screen cap. You put in specifications, you'll pop up. Then as you go in specifications, you scroll down and you'll see something called distant calculator. And that will tell you how far your projector has to be back to get that massive screen size. So it's 180, large is 200, maybe 250. On the side here.
Before you begin teaching, before the first 5-star review, and before you saved a life, you decided to make a change. With over 80 career academic programs at Cal Community College, Chamber.
Show you some land. Show you some scenery. Switzerland. There we go. Wish there's pods. I got a pod. Man, that's one thing I cannot wait. When the weather gets cooler, you get a chance to bake. I haven't made pies in a long time. I like to make my own preserves and my pies. Man, because man, the way they're making food today, it don't taste the same way anymore. You better just make it yourself. Taco. Taco. That's a dream in a dream. Alright, let me see. I might do some projector mapping today too. Because we got the mirror. Actually, I want to get a bigger mirror. If I have a giant mirror on the walls and coat that black, that'd be kind of cool. We can projector map right through that bad boy. Alright, baking my cake right now. I got to go downstairs and I got to get the surface ready because if they bring everything needed to make the Digital 1, Advanced Digital 1, we can get that first done. I need that on display so we can start working on the test with that. First thing I'm telling you, we're going for that network grade 773. I'm going to level the daylights out of that product. Level it! So let me get ready for that too. We got 2 gallons of invisible technology, another gallon of extreme black widow, and then 200 inch screen to pre-coat for this week. Ooh, man. And then we bring out the 30, when we bring out the new digital one, man, we already got people already waiting for that one to drop. They can't wait. But we want to do the test first. The minute we crush the network gray, it's on. I'm waiting. I can't wait. I'm excited. I can't wait for it to get here. Our ingredients get here. I'm going downstairs to get ready to start cutting, start prepping the screen for it. Get it coated in. First thing we're going after is network gray. Gonna knock that sucker clean out of the part. Completely crush it. And then we're going to come back in and take out the rest. Then we're going to do after some certified screens. We're going to do a lot of testing today on it. We're going to have some fun. This will show you exactly that we mean business, that we're going to make it a product. At the end of the day, if you're going to have a gray screen paint, and we consider the gray screen, but like I said, it's an old screen paint. It's been around for a while. It should be like 50 bucks on down. That's what they should charge for. But you still should be seeing these demonstrations. You have to see how does the screen react in a real fully lit environment. Not no fake ambient light environment where basically you don't even know what the environment looks like at the end of the day. I'm talking about actual real lighting. So we put it in the max out zone. We bring it up here. We expect for the screen, yes, to have to not be warm for the screen. What you have is all fake. No demonstration and not even real at the thing. Hey, the environment has dark. No compartment has dark. It's not. I'm pretty sure the person was not renting out a cave at the end of the day. It was a dark corner of it. So no one in their right mind would rent that place out. It's too dark. Anytime you see neon lights pushing out from the side of the screen, that area back there is too dark. See my neon lights behind the back of my screen? See how they don't even push out on the walls anywhere? Because they're canceled out because of all the light we have in the environment. We don't even have the lights on over there. See how the neon lights all around? See that? See how none of that's dispersion on the wall at all, period? It's canceled out because of the lighting. Look in here, in the room. See all that neon lighting all the way around? See any of it bouncing off the wall? Any blue bouncing? No, you don't. Because it's canceled out. Look at the floor lighting. See if it bouncing off the wall? Anywhere? See any blue bouncing off the wall? Only time you see the blue bouncing off the wall is when we have the lights out. Other than that, no. The lights on in this environment, that light gets canceled out. Only time that light's able to activate, that's when in a dark area. So that's why when I'm looking at screens and I'm seeing light push out from the side and it's illuminated, I'm like, shoot, that area is really dark over there. There you go. But they put those white lights behind the screen to give off the illusion that the area is very well lit when it's actually not well lit. It's poorly lit. Because if it was well lit, you wouldn't be to see those lights at all, period. And that's faking your demonstrations. Claiming you could pull contrast levels and then using a projector with a massive contrast capability and sticking it in a dark environment when you do the demonstrations? Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? So when the customer gets home, that's why the screen washes out. Demonstration was not done correctly. You're using calibrated machines. So if you're using a calibrated machine, what about the customer who's not using calibrated? That's why we don't calibrate our machines. There's a whole lot of stuff they're doing. And then saying stuff on camera that's completely ridiculous. You can't even back it up. You gotta back up what you say. That's all to it. If I'm saying these screens can take on certifieds, we got tests on certifieds. If it's ultra short though, inside and outside, I gotta back all that up. So we're gonna do this right. So now make sure we have a product on the market. Customers can go in and see the 100% honest demonstration of the product. And they get a product at $38 at 40 ounces. And we're gonna make sure it does things. It's gonna be a little better than what you have out here on the market. We'll put some of this other technology we have into it. So you can get a better product. So I'm excited about that. We can do all the tests that they weren't doing. Yeah, we can go out and get some great, anything we can get our hands on, that's what we got to do. Man, I never really ran a BMC with the back of a projector. I wonder what that would look like. A BMC back here. I know it's two projectors I'm trying to get my hands on. I want a 35 millimeter with film for this setup. And I want to do a CRT. CRTs are very hard. They're not hard to get. It's just hard to get them here. Because most people that are selling CRTs, they want to charge you a ton of money for freight to get it over because it is a very big projector. or you have to come local pickup. Most of them are local pickup. I'm not taking the gas money to drive. Had somebody drive me all the way down to God knows when to go pick up a projector. It's only the size of a freaking ottoman. They're big, but I want one so badly. I never had experience with one before. That's why I want it. But I'm going to do a vintage setup, old-fashioned vintage setup, reel to reel. All right, so let me see. And while I am getting ready, I got to go downstairs and get the screen set up for the demonstrations. Should be good to go. Now the way we're going to make this stuff, I'm getting prepped and ready downstairs. We got the screen surface already 88 inches, which we need is good enough. And I'm getting the roller and everything cleaned out. So when it comes in, you can get it done, you get it set up, get it ready to go, and then I'll bring you on camera, we'll paint it in. First screen we're going against is Network Gray 773. Now, for those of you who know how we make screen paints, this is going to have an odd color to it, which we always do. That way we don't get entangled with the other great products. We like to have a different coating with ours. Because I'm pretty sure they're already thinking that, oh, it's going to be great. No, it's not going to be great like y'all. So it's going to be different. If I'm putting my name on something, it has to be different. Now, this is what we're probably expecting. Chances are this is what they'll do. They'll say, well, we can make our own black. Please, you can't even make gunmetal in the day. You don't even know the color of gunmetal. I've seen y'all gunmetal before. It's absolutely horrible. It's supposed to be near jet black. It's supposed to be near black, but not black. You don't know what gunmetal actually is. Your gunmetal is charcoal gray. That's what it is. Well, we can make this product. Do so, please. Make it. Post the ingredients. I'll make it myself, and I'll put it against my own screen, see what happens. We give people this opportunity several times. We dare you to do it, and they haven't done it. Because when I see the ingredients that you pull out that's supposed to be in our products, it is so laughable, it's not even funny. So the 44 has over, I think, 13 or 14 test demonstrations on display, and some of them reaching at 3 hours long. Feel free to be able to do every single demonstration under the 44 Black or the Extreme Black Widow at the time length that these screens are done in testing. We know you'll never do it because, again, you don't even test your own stuff at the end of the day. So you never went anywhere you're going to do a 3 hour long demonstration on your product. It won't even last that long. So, again, you can't make our stuff. You can make all stuff at the end of the day because we used to make it. Pretty sure half of that stuff y'all make is already ours already. But That the way y'all doing things. I mean, back then we didn't do any of that stuff. None of that stuff. No, we did things in fully lit, somewhat fully lit environment, not fully lit, but somewhat fully lit environments, but not making accusations that a gray screen is on a poor contrast level equal to a black screen or a stackable system that allows screens to stack together to optimize to. No, no, no. Sorry, that is the most freaking craziest thing I've ever heard. I've never heard anybody ever talking about anything that weird or that wow, that strange. All right, getting off topic here. So let's get back on here because I got to cut the video. I got a cake in the oven baking. We got everything set up downstairs. The rollers are dry. The screen's ready. When the product gets here, we start on the other one. And this is the announcements for the Colossals, the big boy screens, the monsters, the giants, all that good stuff. Do you have any idea? I'm not saying crowd your backyard, be safe, be COVID safe. But you have a Super Bowl party back there, and you got a 250-inch screen, 200 screen, 180-inch screen, and you can charge $25 a head. Do you have any idea how much money you would make out of it? You will pay $20 a head to go to a black OLED screen, giant lights in my backyard. My screen's black. That right there alone would pay to see that. It up. That's why Jenkins is over there showing off his 90-inch OLED screen. You'll be in the backyard with a whopping 200 inches watching the game. All right. I know football season like 2 weeks away. I got to keep up to date with this stuff. Up to date. Once we get this one done, we're going to start on Taco's collection. I'm going to start designing my labels. Oh, I can't wait to make it. It's going to be so freaking sick. People want something like this. This is a product, fun, exciting, outside the box. That's what it's for. Maybe it's going to lean toward the art community. With sports stokes on this freaking, oh man, I'm telling you, freaking, whatchamacallit is beautiful. 44s are gorgeous. Now, I told you before that the 44s, we're only doing them at 100, 120 inches. The Surface thing will work too well for the 150 inches, but 120 inches is a big screen, but yeah, so it's perfect. It's going to come with the Surface, so it is a kit. You don't have to worry about figuring out exactly what to paint it to if you don't want to. It actually comes with the Surface. Called a professional because it involves spraying. The spraying is easier to do. You know, this is my scratch screen. This is from pieces downstairs. Actually, was built from different projection screens that I had downstairs, 2 frames, and all the brackets, everything is recycled. Somebody's checked a lot of this screen right here with that technology. You check out demonstrations posted to my site and see how powerful that technology is. Mind you, when that technology was knocking out all those screens and doing those demonstrations, it was at 1%. We're at 80%. Pretty soon to be at 100. One more element to drop, and we'll be at a peak 100%. It's already a monster. Of course, we're at 720p, people, on our $270 projector. I'm gonna try this again, man. It's a freaking watchdogs. I want cake. My cake. About that slogan for a minute. Saving you hundreds. How? I'm just thinking about that for a minute. You can't even save yourself hundreds. My setup costs less than yours. Matter of fact, all my setups cost less than yours. You haven't paid $150 for that projector over there. My floor screen's about 160 inches. And that projector costs about $60. Ceiling's 180 inches. That projector's $140. Set up here on this screen, about $540 or $537, with the projector being $200. Yeah, where are you saving any money? You literally have to spend $180 to $90, and you spend $3,300 for a projector, and you're still in the dark. You're still calibrating. Yeah. You're not saving any money. You're not saving your customers any money. No. So technically, when the new, and on top of that, how do you compare the gray screen to a black screen? That's like comparing the cinema by screen to a Dark Star 9. It's a whole new category of screen. Gunmetal, you're not gunmetal, we're bringing on gunmetal, but it's a whole new category of screen. Yeah. So no, you're not saving any money on your money. Now I wouldn't use that slogan, because again, we technically would be saving you money by making a great product, because ours is $38. So we would be saving you hundreds. But we're not using that slogan at all, period. Will be to show that not only will we save you money, but you're going to get a better quality screen. Starting by, again, beating the crap out of Network Grade 773. I am so excited about this right now. We're going to knock that out and a couple other ones. And we're going to, if somebody makes free screen paint, it's a free screen paint. I'm going to make that too. Throw it against the screen. Knock out a couple certified. Oh, we're going to have some fun with this, man. Matter of fact, we just go with the Network Grade alone. Because, again, you can't beat the screen. You matched it. The rest of them, we don't care. We don't care. Let them make their money. They've been honest, you know what I mean? In their demonstrations, I've watched a few of the demonstrations, been very honest. As for the other one, the philosopher, you know, he is. Philosopher. Here's the 4 code 1. That right there is enough said as it is. Black screens we have over here. You don't use ultra short throw. You got to be in dark environments. You're definitely going to take it outside, so that's gone. And judging by the cancel orders we've received already, you already know that the deal already about our technology. So you're not going to go near it because again, you can't spend back money. So yeah. The 200-inch screen, 200-inch screen, easily. That's going to be cool. I've done one they have no cake from scratch. A lot of cake mix with no. You know, cake is gonna be so dry when they bite into a brick of sand. Moist eggs. Last time. All right. So we got the big boy colossals coming in. Football highlights.
Getting that from you.
We got the big boy screens coming in. Can't wait to start showing those off. We're going to be doing a customer's 190-inch screen, sorry, 200-inch screen. 200-inch screen. So that's going to be cool, and that's going to be part of the pre-coateds. The massive, giant pre-coated screens. I keep forgetting soccer is considered to be football, so. I like rugby too. I haven't watched any rugby games on it. NFL football highlights.
From you too.
And the 25 still will begin. When they're like a shot downfield that was deflected but caught. Rushing. First run, it's Jacobs with a big opening. Josh Jacobs.
Just to show you how amazing the 44s look on sports. When you imagine having this in your sports bar, you save a lot of money on TV. And just think about it. At the end of the day, if a bar fight breaks out, somebody decides to throw a glass at your screen, it won't get damaged. Got everything good to go. Later on, watch a little TV. It's my break time right now. That's a phone call. We are going to come out and do a certified demonstration. Not test, we passed that already. When you do perform sites, I'm showing off the 44 versus certified screens. After that, when the products get here, it has to be made downstairs. We're already set up with the screen on the floor. We got the rollers, everything ready to go, and the network gray. That's the first screen we're testing against. We're doing that with lights on and off in the max out zone. Tomorrow, I got to cut the front in the back. I'm going to cut the back. I'm going to do it later on. And we're going to be displaying 250. Have customers 200-inch screen. We'll paint that downstairs. We'll display that so we can show that off to him. And then we'll get in for the massive screens. Now, do we need to do testing? No, because this is an extreme 39 black widow that's being coated to these surfaces. That's the best screen outside. It's a roll-on application. It's easy for me to apply because, again, I'm putting these in myself. So I got to roll these on. That's why I had to do it. So these are going to be pre-coated. Shipping is going to be free. So you let me know anywhere, on any company, it's going to get you a jet black 180 to 200-inch screen. We haven't mentioned the price yet, but it's actually very low. Consider the size of the screen. And that technology, the 39s are designed to do the same thing this technology can do. It can take out certified flat screens with ease. And consider the fact that if you want to do a 180-inch inside of a DMP Supernova, you're talking about $17,000 to $18,000. All right, well, with that being said, whoopie-doo-boo-doo, I am going to get something to eat. Later on, have me a big slice of cake with some hot tea. Yes, I said hot tea. And be back on. I got to jump on the website after this too and start getting ready for the big boy screens. All right, that being said, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you all for your time. A link of Projector Central. If you're curious to see if you have a for a screen of that big, I would say go with a short throw. If you don't have the length, you can do it with a projector easily. I mean, very easily. That's what I would get, a short throw projector. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you all for your time. Man, God bless. Do, 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 do.